here at the Old Fort Classic in the championship game for the girls. The first Old Fort Classic with the new floor and the new scoreboard, and it's looking really good. And so far, we're looking for a really good game here today.
Yeah, two great programs, two of the better teams in the state. Tahlequah Sequoyah has been battle tested all year long, as well as for Gibson, but just the strength of record they've had going against and playing the tournament champions, getting third in that tournament. Huge feat just being in it. Getting third's pretty big. Two losses, very similar schedules. Both teams lost to Victory Christian. Sequoyah's done it twice. Both teams have beat East Central, who's a really good 6A team. And Muller's other loss was to arguably the best team in the state right now is Muldrow.
Yeah, and the Muldrow ended up winning the tournament of champions. So again, this is, and both teams, have had dynasties over this past decade for sure. Tahlequah Sequoyah 3A, Fort Gibson 4A, arguably the best.
Both winning multiple state titles. I can't remember if Sequoyah won it last year, but I think they were back-to-back before that.
I think they did. I think they three-peated. Both teams praying at center court now.
Sequoyah knocked off the Lady Tigers here at home, and the Lady Tigers knocked off Sequoyah last year at their place, so they split it. The series last year 1-1.
So we're going to stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, Harrison Fieldhouse. This is the girls' championship game.
So we're going to announce the starters for both teams here in a minute. But yeah, like we were talking about, both teams have dynasties in their respective classes. Probably, arguably, the best teams in their respective classes for the last decade.
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
A senior, number 1, Aubrey Brown.
So for Tahlequah Sequoyah, the first senior, Aubrey Brown, a senior. Junior Lana Glass.
Senior number 15, Elisa Murdoch.
Senior Alexa Murdoch.
A junior, number 21, Alexis Keys.
Junior Alexis Keys, we talked about her. She's really good.
She's probably one of the better players in the state. In my opinion, I think she'll be an all-stater at the end of this year.
And possibly also number 35, Jonea Walker as well. So here's the Fort Gibson starters.
Again, the Tigers without Reese Webb tonight.
14 wins and 1 loss. Let's read your stars. A 5'7" junior, number 1, Zoe Whiteley.
The first starter, Zoe Whiteley, has a lot of speed, runs the floor really well, kind of runs the point roll.
Mallory Baker.
Mallory Baker does all the little things really well, rebounds, passes,
A junior,
brings a lot of energy to the team.
London.
Bailey London, a really good three-point shooter with a lot of length.
At 5'6", a sophomore, number 32, Kinsey London.
Kinsey London, that other London sister, both of them
6'2", a
shoot the
senior,
three
number
very well.
33, Danielle Johnson.
And Danielle Johnson does a really good job down low for the Lady Tigers and also runs the floor very well for a center.
Referees for this game, this championship game.
Yeah, I think Chuck London has really made a point that if you don't run the floor as a big, you won't play.
Yeah.
And I think it's been a big part in a lot of their transition offense is getting those guards, getting those shooters in the corner, getting those guards to penetrate and hitting that trailer over for a layup or maybe possibly for a three. Zoe Sherman did it quite a few times last year.
Look for that big matchup between Jonia Walker and Danielle Johnson tonight. Both players really strong.
Here's the thing, neither team's afraid of each other.
Yeah.
They have both gone up against a lot of really good teams.
Walker wins the jump. So Tahlequah Sequoyah is going to start with the ball in their hands.
Zoning out. So 1-3-1. London, nice job dropping that backside.
Alexis Keys shoots from three. Can't get it to hit. Keys, like we talked about, kind of their go-to scorer. Good hands by Zoe Whiteley.
You're going to key on to the great screen action right there. Screen in that middle of those zones. That way Walker can slide over and Keys found her. Now she's going to line and shoot two.
That's Mallory Baker's first foul. And both teams have a lot of depth. You'll see both substitute quite a bit as the game goes on. So Walker misses the second.
Pop at the high post. They're going to let Baker shoot that. There's a high post split. Right into a ball screen. That's right out of the Utah Jazz action. Call it Utah. That's the reason why. He's stealing it from Quinn Snyder. I love splitting the post, and especially when it flows into a ball screen.
Lana Gass with her first points of the night. Three from the corner.
Looks like they're going that horn set again. Split the post.
Mallory Baker takes a jumper.
See, there's so much confusion when you split the post because there's so much action off the ball trying to find out who's screening and who's cutting. And see what's going to happen now. See, they go backside on that. They're going to start slip. So they're doing this high post split, but as soon as they start figuring out where Johnson's going, or excuse me, where Whiteley's going and where London's going, they're going to start using that as a seal.
Mallory Baker's going to go to the line. Baker being aggressive here early.
Really like how they're playing out of the post here early.
Baker falls her own shot, gets the rebound. London's going to get it. It's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball for Gibson.
Nice job by Mallory Baker there. Following her own shot and then hitting the floor and getting the jump ball. Bailey London's going to shoot the three, and she's going to hit it. Bailey London can do that to you. She has a lot of length. She just likes to shoot over her opponent. Wow, what a crazy shot there from Alexis Keys.
She's a baller. Again, I want to set it up high. Thinking about Mallory Baker. They're a Key Johnson. Great take. They're a Key Johnson on that. So thinking back at Mallory Baker at the high post.
Nice hands by Bailey London. For Gibson working inside early, which is something last game Steelwell really tried to prevent, but didn't really do a great job with Daniel Johnson scoring 22 points.
The zone so far not getting in complete rhythm for Sequoyah.
Looked like Daniel Johnson was open there in transition.
Right into a ball screen. Oh, there's a mismatch. Go at it. You got to go at Johnson right there. Got a mouse in the house.
It's going to be out on Johnson. Gass did a good job there of getting physical with Johnson, not letting her get that rebound.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Kalisa
Be
Murdoch.
patient.
Sequoyah not afraid to shoot early.
Oh, Whiteley's got a cut inside off that. With Johnson's height, I just lobbed that right over. They're starting to switch all these screens, so I think they might just go with a flat set, maybe go 4-out set, and have a ball screen, get that mismatch, then go inside to Johnson.
Nice job by Zoe Whiteley. Little catch and shoot jumper right there. Whiteley getting her first points of the game.
Look, Johnson, they're still an offer. I would have gone on Johnson there.
Danielle Johnson open under the basket. Makes it look easy. Fort Gibson takes the lead. A lot of ball movement here.
Off for 3 rebounds, Kelia.
Atlanta Gas playing really well so far here in the first quarter. Gas kind of doing it all for Tahlequah Sequoyah right now, guarding Danielle Johnson.
And they're getting some good looks at the basket. They just got to start making these easy shots.
Nice cut from Mallory Baker, but it's going to be called traveling. Maybe take a dribble, one dribble there.
Oh, got to see a high post. Got to take that away. Got to have that. If you gamble in a zone, you got to have it.
Zoe Whiteley didn't like the call. Walker off the mark.
And London was right there in position, just leaked out. It's a consistent call.
Nice cut by Danielle Johnson, taking advantage of that mismatch like you talked about.
And that's just a simple slice action there out of that horn set.
Good job by Mallory Baker of hitting the floor there and covering the loose ball. And the reach-in's going to be called on Keys.
Number 21, Alexis Keys. That's her second personal, team foul number 2.
There's that slice again.
Danielle Johnson shoots the jumper, can't get it to hit.
What they're doing right now is they get to the ball to a high post, have her pop, and then have the opposite slice in. And takes that help side defender, have her sink in, and you get that weak side shooter wide open. And Johnson in the game for the Tigers.
Johnson and Wiley doing a good job of boxing out there.
Fouls on number 12, Lana Gass, her first, team foul number 3. Number 2, Jade Long.
Fort Gibson doing a good job so far, keeping Walker off the boards. Walker kind of roams out there a little bit far, looking for that jumper, and then Fort Gibson's able to box her out.
Helping off London. Great recovery jumping to the ball.
Bailey London takes the three. Can't get it to hit. Nice effort by Zoe Whiteley. Jump ball.
That's great hustle by both teams.
Jump ball to Sequoyah.
Hey, look up and you see this is packed. You never see the Harris Fieldhouse get this packed. I mean,
Yeah.
it is packed like days of old.
On every side of it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of fans that teams like this draw. Alexis Keys recovers it and takes the three. Can't get that one.
She's been
to hit.
off tonight.
Alexis Keys only has 2 points on the game so far. There's 11 seconds. Fort Gibson maybe looking to get one last shot.
Oh, it's a step-up screen.
Nice shot by Zoe Whiteley. Clutch shot there to make it a 2-possession ball game before the end of the first quarter. So the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers 15, Tahlequah Sequoyah 11. So far, a lot of back and forth play here. Fort Gibson doing a good job of limiting some of Tahlequah's Sequoiah's key players like Keys and Walker. Keys only has 2 points. Walker has 1.
Well, and here's what I'm telling. I think what London's Miami thinking right now in this huddle is, if I'm him, I don't want Leslie Keys even getting a layup, because if you're a great player like that, you see that ball go in the net one time, then all of a sudden your confidence gets up and those wheels start to turn, and then you come unconscious and it's just point after point after point. Great players like that, all they need is one shot to fall, and they start going.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the Tiger Nation Paper Airplane Challenge. That'll come up at halftime. We'll fly some planes and see if we
Fort
can
Gibson,
some Chick-fil-A.
we mentioned this earlier in the game, but Fort Gibson has substituted more than Tahlequah Sequoyah. Tahlequah Sequoyah not really doing a whole lot of that. They're sticking to the same 5.
Yeah, this is a big win for them. They want to win this pretty bad.
And a three-pointer.
Remember last year, the Lady Tigers didn't win this tournament for the first time in probably over a decade. With third place, and they beat. That was the first matchup of the state tournament, beating Hera. I think Bartlesville won it all last year. It came down to Bartlesville, And one is, it wasn't, I can't remember who it was. Maybe Midwest City, I can't remember who it was played the other game. Great kick in the corner. Oh, Daniel's got a flash on that. Got in great position to get the ball. There and say she stepped on the line out of bounds.
Aggressive defense by Tahlequah Sequoiah's point, Aubrey Brown. I'm going to call it. Looks like on Kinsey London.
Not sure what the discussion's about. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It was on London. Kinsey London.
Looking for Keys on that inbounds. Zoe Whiteley playing suffocating defense. Zoe Whiteley doing a good job of guarding Alexis Keys.
For a second there, Jason Wicks, PA announcer, said Janae Walker, her first. I thought he said fourth, but Sequoyah has 4 fouls, not Janae Walker. Very early to get 4 fouls here. Oh, gotta find Johnson over there.
Kinsey
Great
London
flare
with
screen.
the open three.
That's a walk.
Johnson was open down under the basket. Walker clogging the lane, though. Hannah Johnson looked like she had a good cut there.
Oh, great defense by Zoe Whiteley.
Nice hands by Danielle Johnson. Again, Danielle Johnson was open in transition. They've missed that 2 or 3 times already tonight.
So what they're going to do is they're dropping it short corner here, trying to get more spread. This is not good ball security.
Keys is going to catch and shoot from 3. Can't get it to hit. Keys taking a lot of difficult shots right now. Not really getting any good looks.
Yeah, and one thing I got to brag on for Sequoyah doing is they're containing the pick and roll. They're doing something called ice, which you don't see a whole lot in high school basketball. It's where they'll reject them to where they can't go over the screen and drop that big and dare to pop that big, pop the screener. And so that way that the defender guarding the ball handler can just guard both. One more. Good shot.
Atlanta Gas now has 8 points tonight.
Good. You always want to have a post there in the middle. Someone there to fill that middle in the press.
Foul's going to be called on Jaden Long. That's her second foul.
Oh, she's got to drive that. She's got to drive that inside. No one was stopping her.
For Gibson getting somewhat cold from the perimeter tonight.
No, she had an extra step there.
Bailey London comes back in for Emma Wofford.
Looking for that slice action again for the Tigers. I think they might be able to take advantage of some ball watching here.
Kenzie London, that backdoor cut.
Yeah, Sequoyah going with the zone look these last few possessions. Yeah, that's walk.
Timeout on the forward charge to Fort Gibson.
So Fort Gibson going to take their second timeout. So with a little over 4 minutes to go, Fort Gibson up by a point, 15-14 in the second quarter. So far, Atlanta Gas has 8 points for Tahlequah Sequoyah, most of any player on the floor right now. But so far, she's kind of been the go-to for Tahlequah Sequoyah. We talked about Keys and Walker, two of those what could be All-Staters have scored a combined 3 points.
Yeah, and I think what they're trying to do is say, hey, someone else beat us. And they're focusing on Walker and Keys, and this zone has done a great job. They know the scouting report. This team's very well disciplined, well coached, and they know who the shooters are. And they're making someone else beat them. And right now it's 14-15, a very defensive ball game. But I think the Tigers are pretty comfortable playing a defensive ball game. That's where they've found themselves on. All their success has been playing great defense first, then score second. A great job splitting that. I think they're going to get her call a foul on which one? So it's on Bailey London. Okay. Call a reach on it. Thought they were going to get her for carrying the ball. She put her palm into that ball.
Yeah.
But they're going to get Bailey London on a reach.
Your Lady Tigers, number 2, Emma Wofford.
Emma Wofford coming in for London. Alexis Key's going to take that shot. Wow.
She's a shooter.
That's her first 3 of the night. Hand in her face. Several feet behind the three-point arc. That's the traveling.
I think she was helped a little there, though. But it's a bang-bang call.
Wide open under the basket.
Pass. Great pass. Battle of the zones.
Tahlequah Sequoyah gets on a run and now has a 4-point lead. All courtesy of Keys and Walker. Right there, Walker wide open under the basket. Kind of found a weakness in that zone.
What we're seeing right now is just two great defenses going at each other. Both teams are capable of putting up points. But the thing is, both teams play some of the best defense you'll see in 4A and 3A.
Yeah. So Alexis Keys now has 5, and Walker has 3. For Fort Gibson, Zoe Whiteley has 5. She leads the team. And Danielle Johnson has 4. Like you talked about earlier, I'd kind of like to see Fort Gibson take advantage of that mismatch between Danielle Johnson and Atlanta Gas. Zoe Whiteley running all the way down the floor and drawing the foul. What an athlete. I mean, she can just...
Yeah, she's a blazing speed. Track speed.
Yeah.
She's really balancing there. I'd rather see her get set there at the free throw line instead of bounce on that shot.
She misses her free throws. Alexis Keys gets the rebound. Nice defense from Danielle Johnson. Heads up play there. Nice defense again. Danielle Johnson.
Oh,
Danielle Johnson
great pass.
wide open. Nice. Danielle Johnson
That's
wide
Santa
open
of a great
transition.
S right there. That's a great pass.
Yeah, that is a great pass.
Love the pitch ahead to start the break.
Gas gets blocked there. Baker had an open lane there for a minute. Whiteley open in the corner. Hits it.
Boom.
Zoe Whiteley. She has 8. Zoe Whiteley and Danielle Johnson turning it up now.
Ooh. Look how she has her eyes up, scanning the floor, trying to find the best shot for her team.
Fouls on number 2, Jade Long, her third personal team foul.
Jade Long gets called for the reach-in.
Number 13, Jessica Mackey. Number 44, Jordan Gann.
Jessica Mackey and Jordan Gann coming in for Tahlequah Sequoyah.
Zoe Whiteley at the line. They shoot a 1 and 1.
A great rebound there by Mallory Baker. She doesn't need to turtle shell there. She's keep it high and chin it and rip. Going to pop again. Sequoyah stayed in this zone here much of the second quarter. Notice most of Fort Gibson's points here have come in transition.
Yeah.
Fouls on number 4, Mallory Baker. That's her second.
Partly because Danielle Johnson is running the floor so well right now. They're finally starting to find her early in the game. She was open several times and they just didn't see her. And then, of course, Zoe Whiteley with that blazing speed as well. Keys has an open 3. A little off the mark.
Got to do your work earlier. They're going to call a foul.
Fouls on number 33, Danielle Johnson. Her first team foul. Number
Johnson's
7.
going to get called for that foul.
Jordan Gann at the line to shoot 2.
Both teams are in the bonus right now.
Back in for your Lady Tigers, number 20, Bailey London.
Jordan Gann shoots the second free throw and hits that one. That's her first point of the night.
Yeah, you got to get someone in the middle.
Nice ball movement from Fort Gibson.
Oppresses Achilles heel is having that ball go to the middle. It's exactly what the Tigers have been able to do all night long to break it. Wofford's up in the corner.
London shoots the jumper. Can't get it to fall. Nice rebound by Danielle Johnson.
One more.
Kenzie London shoots the 3 and
Good,
hits that
good
one.
shot.
For 1, 2, 3.
Fort Gibson in the 2-1-2. They're going to trap in the corner. Nice rebound by Jessica Mackey.
Johnson had to jump there. She's put her hands up. She got the rebound.
So that's the end of the first half. Fort Gibson Lady Tigers 23, Tahlequah Sequoyah Lady Indians 20. Still a one-possession ball game. It's been back and forth. In the second quarter, both teams starting to get to their key players, Alexis Keys and Jessica Walker. Both turning it on, scoring 6 points in the second quarter, and Danielle Johnson and Zoe Whiteley, obviously for Fort Gibson second quarter, turning it up as well. This is FortGibsonTigers.tv, and we'll be back in the half.
Fort Gibson Education Foundation's desire is to help our students receive the best possible education our community can provide. We make every effort to be the highest quality educational system in the state, Donations equal opportunities, opportunities for students and teachers to be their best.
An opportunity to build, design, and compete.
An opportunity to create, design, and share.
An opportunity to encourage, develop, and provide.
An opportunity to travel, process, and gain real-world knowledge.
An opportunity to honor, celebrate, and inspire.
When you donate to our Fort Gibson Education Foundation, 100% of what you donate goes back into our classrooms for students and teachers so we can give them as many opportunities as possible. We are your Fort Gibson Education Foundation.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers have come to expect. For any electrical needs, give us a call at 918-687-7535.
If you're looking for some local entertainment, look no further than Green Country Lanes, located on South York Street in Muskogee, a prime place for open bowling, birthday parties, and glow bowling. Come on out to Green Country Lanes, where bowling is a sport for those who have talent to spare. Fort Gibson's only locally and family-owned funeral home is committed to the community of Fort Gibson, Muskogee, and surrounding areas. It's our mission at Clifford D. Garrett Funeral Home to facilitate meaningful ways for families to grieve their loss and celebrate the memories of their loved ones. Call Cliff at 918-478-2555 or come visit 1224 East Poplar in Fort Gibson. This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, The Tiger's Den, Garrett Family Funeral Home, Fort Gibson State Bank, Fort Gibson Nursing Home, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services such as Stihl chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, Johnsert mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
Fort Gibson Education Foundation's desire is to help our students receive the best possible education our community can provide. We make every effort to be the highest quality educational system in the state. Donations equal opportunities, opportunities for students and teachers to be their best.
An opportunity to build, design, and compete.
An opportunity to create, design, and share.
An opportunity to encourage, develop, and provide.
An opportunity to travel, process, and gain real-world knowledge.
an opportunity to honor, celebrate, and inspire.
When you donate to our Fort Gibson Education Foundation, 100% of what you donate goes back into our classrooms for students and teachers so we can give them as many opportunities as possible. We are your Fort Gibson Education Foundation.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers have come to expect. For any electrical needs, give us a call at 918-687-7535.
If you're looking for some local entertainment, look no further than Green Country Lanes, located on South York Street in Muskogee, a prime place for open bowling, birthday parties, and glow bowling. Come on out to Green Country Lanes, where bowling is a sport for those who have talent to spare. Fort Gibson's only locally and family-owned funeral home is committed to the community of Fort Gibson, Muskogee, and surrounding areas. It's our mission at Clifford D. Garrett Funeral Home to facilitate meaningful ways for families to grieve their loss and celebrate the memories of their loved ones. Call Cliff at 918-478-2555 or come visit 1224 East Poplar in Fort Gibson. This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, The Tiger's Den, Garrett Family Funeral Home, Fort Gibson State Bank, Fort Gibson Nursing Home, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services such as Stilt chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, Johnsert mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
And we're back here on FortGibsonTigers.tv here at Harrison Fieldhouse in the championship, the Old Fort Classic. The Fort Gibson Lady Tigers playing the Tulsa Sequoyah Lady Indians, and what a game we have here in the first half, 23-20. Both teams going back and forth. In the second quarter, starting to heat up from their go-to players, Tahlequah Sequoyah, Alexis Keys, and Jonita Walker. They're really starting to heat up now, and then for Fort Gibson, Danielle Johnson and Zoe Whiteley, both starting to turn it up in transition and both starting to hit their shots as well.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think if we're going into the locker room, 23-20, both coaches probably wouldn't look and said, hey, this is a winnable ball game. We got this. But the matter of the fact is there's only one winner in basketball.
Yeah.
So it's going to come down to one time of possession, who can get the ball the most, have the most shots, and who takes care of the ball.
it'll be interesting to see what happens in the third quarter with the foul situation, because that could really come into play down the stretch with such a close game in the fourth quarter. Look for, if a team starts to get into the bonus, they can start hitting some clutch free throws, and that could be the game winner right there.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned earlier that it was such a big advantage for Gibson to be home this week and have a tournament at your own place, back-to-back days. But Sequoyah, they're just 20 minutes down the road. Same with Hill, though, so a really great spot for them, too.
Yeah.
Versus driving, an hour for a tournament back-to-back days.
Yeah. Alexis Keys takes the ball down the floor. Nice defense there from Danielle Johnson. Also Mallory Baker. London posting up in the corner. Maybe looking for that three, but she's going to cut now. Looks like Tahlequah Sequoyah might be running a 3-2.
Yeah, they're probably going to stay zone for the rest of this game.
London with the open corner three. Can't get it to hit. In and out.
Man-to-man defensive basketball is a lot like running the football. You're going to run the football if it's working, and you're not going to go away from it until they prove you wrong. And that's how man-to-man defense is. You're going to run it until they show that they can score against it. And Fort Gibson proved to do so.
I have not seen a lot of man-to-man in this game. It seems like both teams pretty early on switched to their zones.
Yeah, well, Fort Gibson hasn't ran man once. They've gone zone the entire time, but Sequoyah was probably man for the first 4 minutes of the game when they kept doing those high post splits.
Bailey London with a huge three there makes it a two-possession ball game. And nice hands from Bailey London. Bailey London's done that several times throughout the game, getting in those passing lanes.
That might have been a push-off.
Alexis Keys takes a deep three, can't get it to hit.
She hasn't been much of a factor tonight.
Yeah, especially from the perimeter. I saw her hit 1-3. I think that's it. I saw her against Roland. Alexis Keys was turning it up. Roland, another good.
Probably against every other game this year. She's been knocking down a lot of shots.
Good defense by Bailey London. Keys had the open shot. Gets blocked by Bailey London. Good job there, Bailey London, using her length. Doing a good job guarding Alexis Keys right now.
London out there directing traffic, trying to give them the set they want.
Nice move by Danielle Johnson. Tahlequah has to take a timeout.
Larry Callis is not happy with the way they just diced up that zone.
It kind of got it to where they had all their players on one side of the floor and then kind of got a 5-on-4 advantage there. Then they ran out of the high post, and Danielle Johnson with a nice move down low. Fort Gibson now has an 8-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game. Danielle Johnson now has 8 points. Zoe Whiteley also with 8. And then Lana Gass with 8 for Tahlequah Sequoyah. Alexis Keys going to be looking to start hitting her shots in this half.
Great backside pass. It was still in the rotation. I think they should have put that shot up.
Yeah, Kalisa Murdoch was wide open.
There's Long, who was long on the shot. They'll say she stepped out.
Jessica Mackey coming in for the Tahlequah Sequoyah. Going in for Jade Long. Mackey wide open on 3.
Great steal by White. Oh, she got kneed.
Yeah.
Not purposeful, just a basketball play.
Nice ball handling there from Whiteley to hit the floor but keep possession of the ball.
First team foul.
Mallory Baker almost had an open look there.
I think she got to put pressure on that and attack and make them step up into their guard, her or Danielle Johnson.
Danielle Johnson, nice pass from Bailey London.
Great post-entry pass. That's a very underrated attribute. Be able to get that ball in the post. Man, as soon as she jumps, if I'm Kinsey London, I think she needs to put the ball on the deck.
Maybe she was looking to draw a foul, maybe. I don't know. Didn't get it.
They make two guard them. Good, found the high post.
Danielle Johnson looking for Mallory Baker. Looks like it got tipped. Bailey London with a nice baseline drive there. And she has 8 tonight.
And now Lexi Keys probably a little frustrated, starting to hunt that shot and just throw up some bad ones. Settling.
Bailey London's just going to take that 3.
That's a pretty solid look.
Yeah.
Not in rhythm, and that's one of the great things about running a zone. But it's an open look.
I mean, she said, you're going to leave me open. I guess I'll take it. Bailey London, usually a really good three-point shooter, too.
That's too slow of a rotation by the Tigers. They're lucky they missed that shot.
Looks like Kinsey London got pushed to the floor a little bit. Nice pass, but it's going to get tipped by Alexis Keys and ultimately called traveling. Baker has had traveling called on her several times tonight. Nice tip from Danielle Johnson.
And if you're Sequoyah, you've got to start scoring the offensive end because you tried to press to get some easier looks, and Tigers just broke it pretty easily.
And good job by Jordan Gann of using her body to get in front there.
Here we go, extend that defense now, going with more half-court pressure.
Kinsey London's going to take the 3. Nice effort from Mallory Baker, but it's going to be Tahlequah Sequoyah ball. Oh, I thought she was going to take that.
Hunting that shot still.
Yeah.
Nothing's falling.
Wiley trying to push the pace. Now she's going to settle in. Baker was looking for Danielle Johnson there. Zoe Whiteley. The nice
yeah, I'm glad she took
floater.
that. I'd like, if she has that shot again, I want to take that.
Tahlequah Sequoyah forces the jump ball, but it's going to go to Fort Gibson.
Did they step over the line, or did they say she couldn't run baseline there? Yeah, so you can't run baseline if it's a dead ball. So, yeah, the basket wasn't made, so she can't run baseline there. She can only do it after a made shot.
Gann with the jump shot there. Gann starting to turn it up. She has 5 tonight. Tahlequah Sequoyah rolling with that full court pressure
pass.
now.
You know, that's a timeout you'll take, but you can't see what's going to happen right after you say the word timeout. They had a 3-on-2 and probably could have got a good open look, but if I'm Coach London and that happens again, I'm calling that timeout because you don't know if that pass is going to be made.
Yeah.
But that stuff just happens to you. The former Tiger and Jordan Hill been a head coach here at Hulbert. Same thing happened to him this year where they're in a game, 2-point game. It's his ball. 20 seconds left. He called a timeout. And as soon as he said the word timeout, probably one of their not-so-good shooters hit a mid-range pull-up and sinked to tie the game. Luckily, they still end up winning the game by 1. But just one of those things, that happens.
Yeah. Tahlequah Sequoyah starting to creep back a little bit.
Yeah, 6-point game.
About 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Excuse me, a little over a minute left.
Tigers handling that pressure pretty well.
Zoe Whiteley shoots a 3 from the corner, can't get it to fall.
Bay London's got to grab that board. Great position there by Whiteley.
Nice save by Walker. I thought that was going to be a backcourt.
Should be Sequoyah ball. Tigers set out last. Not in view of the possession arrow. This is going Sequoyah.
Both teams only with 1 foul. So fouling not really happening here in the third quarter. Again, like you said, partly due to the zone. Off the mark there. Gann gets the rebound. Wow. Kalisa Murdoch. The nice post move. They make it a 4-point ball game now.
Good. Look opposite. Ooh. That's a give it. I didn't get a good look at it, but he's in the right view. I couldn't tell if they tipped that or if they got a piece of her arm, but I'm glad they called that.
So 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kinsey London shooting free throws. First thing I noticed, there was no spin on that ball. Just hovered like a knuckleball. A little bit more that time, but Kinsey London hits both of her free throws. Fort Gibson goes up by 6. Fort Gibson trapping in the corner. He's going to take a last-second shot and is not going to hit it. Fort Gibson's going to end the third quarter doing pretty well with a 6-point lead, 32-26. And so far, both teams kind of spreading out the scoring here in the third quarter. Bailey London comes up with 8. Johnson and Whiteley both have 8. And then Tahlequah Sequoyah, of course, Gann kind of got on a run there, scored all 5 of her points there in the third quarter. And Lana Goss still has 8. And Kalisa Murdoch as well, scoring some points.
Well, and year after year, we have great games here on this last day of the Old Fort Classic. These fans are going to miss this for the world. You got a 6-point ball game here in the fourth quarter, coming down with 2 great straight programs. This is what high school basketball is all about. This is playoff atmosphere right here. And from this point forward, this season is just going to get better and better and get with more games just like this going into March. Both
both teams running a lot of zones. Like you said, they kind of started out man-to-man and then quickly got off of it because Fort Gibson was starting to beat it.
I think Sequoyah was also worried about getting in foul trouble, too. So he picked up some early fouls.
Yeah, both teams got in the bonus, I think, the first half.
Fort Gibson with only 2 timeouts left. Sequoyah still has 4.
Fort Gibson looking to get on a run here.
Sequoyah going to start switching all these screens on the side out.
Kenzie London thought about it. Alexis Keys takes the ball down the floor. She almost looking for something to pull up to, and then bad pass. Alexis Keys having one of her tougher games that she's had all season. Usually, you know, she can put up 20 easy. She has 5 tonight.
When that three-point shot isn't falling for her, she uses that shot to really open up her drive. So when people have to respect that, then she can give a lift and go inside. That's not falling, so it's harder for her to get penetration. And then that's just against man. Forget that, because they're playing a zone. So they're playing that shot. The help side, the help defense is going to be right there to lock in on her. And not just her. That Keys hasn't had a ton of efficiency tonight, but neither has Walker.
Yeah, Walker with 3 points.
Yeah. Walker's a good player. She's not the scorer Keys is, but still, you expect to have more out of both of those two. So they broke that press, so they got to convert now.
They're going to call traveling on that. Danielle Johnson coming in for Hannah Johnson.
Number 1, Aubrey Brown back in for Sequoyah.
That London, after this year, well, already this year, that London name was pretty important, pretty special. This Tiger program have 3 London girls now coming through and playing. 1 is a state champion. These 2 very possibly could be. The dad that's a head coach is a multiple-time state champion of his own as a head coach. And then you got the son who's an all-stater and won, I think it was Oklahoma's Athlete of the Year, senior year. And he's all-stater in 3 different sports.
Yeah.
So how about a legacy of last name?
Yeah.
London legacy.
Football, basketball, and golf as well. He's a great golfer as well, Jordan London.
I'm pretty sure he could have been great at anything he wanted to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Any sport he wanted to play.
Alexis Keys has
most
open 3
Even though she's struggling, you don't want to give a good scorer an open shot. You see that ball go in the net one time, and they can go off.
Tahlequah Sequoyah makes it a 1-possession ball game. Whiteley pushing the pace, drives the lane, gets the blocking foul.
I was going to say I'm surprised they gave it to her, but I'm not now because it was so close. It was right under the rim. And imagine that little area being there. If that's 2 feet out, they might call a charge on that.
Bailey London coming in for Emma Walker. Whiteley looking to make this a 2-possession ball game. And she does.
That's one area where she improved. Well, last year on this Saturday against Hare, we had a big lead. They started fouling Whiteley and other shooters, and they kept missing that front end. And they're not the one-on-one yet, but they kept missing that front of the one-on-one last year. Let Hare back into it a little bit more than they wanted to. But this year, Whiteley making her free throws.
There is no Tahlequah Sequoyah Lady Indians under the goal there. They're looking to get back quick.
Yeah. And that's big because that's when the Tigers really opened up this game and got a lead was in transition.
Ref.
We had a camera guy earlier, now a ref taking one to the face.
Look out.
Tigers number 2, Emma Wofford.
Wiley's going to take that three, and she's going to sink it. Nothing but net for Zoe Whiteley. Wow. Jessica Mackey answers on the other end. That's huge. There. That is huge. Emma Watson there to recover the loose ball.
Quick.
Danielle Johnson under the goal.
Ooh, that's tough. It's a tough shot.
Alexis Keys going to take her own shot there. Can't get it to hit. Kenzie London falling to the floor again. She's trying to draw that foul.
Just long. A great pass to a shooter. In and out.
They're calling that on Danielle Johnson. That's her second foul of the game.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder. Got to call that.
Bailey London gets the rebound. Fort Gibson keeping this a 4-point game. A lot of ball movement here for the Lady Tigers.
Great. Oh, she got to shoot that.
Wide open jumper for Kenzie London. Can't get it to hit.
I think she should put it on the deck. And again, make that backside defender step up and guard either her or Danielle Johnson.
Alexis Keys starting to get some penetration. Walker doing a good job of recovering her own shot. Aubrey Brown hits the three. Huge three for Aubrey Brown. It's a 1-point game now. About 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. A 1-point game. Aubrey Brown with a huge three there. But notice Jania Walker with a huge ability to put it up and get her own rebound and then find the open man on the perimeter. You had about 3 or 4 Lady Tigers all under the goal right there.
Yeah, and now it's just who's going to be more efficient on offense, who's going to make shots. You know, last year their go-to scorer was Zoe Schildknight and the crunch time, and then Casey Glover as well, who had some big shots. Who is it this year? We're going to find out. You had some great players who are really solid. All 5 of these players are really solid, but who is what they're going to lean on when that game's close in crunch time?
Yeah. Look for Zoe Whiteley maybe, or even, we're talking about Bailey London is usually such a good shooter from the three.
Yeah.
Maybe look for them to give her some open looks. Bailey London kind of having a sneaky 8 points tonight. Zoe Whiteley leads the team so far with 12, though.
They're expecting the press. They're getting ready for it. Hey, note Lexi Keys isn't on the floor right now. I wonder if they're going to start trying to foul sometime. I think they're just trying to give her a breather while they press and get her legs back under her.
Kenzie London with the open three, and it's in and out.
Bailey London with the rebound. And it's still
good defense there by Gass.
This place would have erupted if that three would have fallen. One. Ooh! All right, the Harris Fieldhouse, it's coming alive right now.
Out of the hands of Kalisa Murdoch.
Big games make fans emotional. It's fun to see here.
Keys coming back into the game.
Switch to screen, good. Got to get an angle. That's not where you want the ball. You got 3 on. You got 2 on 1 out here.
For Danielle Johnson, you turn around, find Bailey London wide open, make Walker step out.
I'm not sure that's the shot you want right there.
Emma Walker
rebound.
with a huge
How about
rebound
that?
and put back.
Emma Wofford with the big basket going on the line to shoot 1.
Emma Wofford, a huge play there.
Number 12,
She said, shoot it, I got you.
Emma Wofford at the line for the 3-point play.
A huge opportunity here to make this a 2-possession game. Just off.
She needed 3 or 2. Does not have to. It's 3 minutes to play. You don't have to start shooting threes. You're just down by 1 possession.
Tahlequah Sequoyah getting good penetration. Walker missing the jumper. Danielle Johnson with the rebound.
Alexa Keys back in the game. He's checked in that last free throw.
Bailey
Now
London
take that.
has the open 3. Brown got back pretty quickly, though. Aubrey Brown has a lot of speed on that Tahlequah Sequoyah team.
Look for a dribble handoff to a ball screen.
Emma Wofford, an opportunity to take the 3. She can hit those. Zoe Wiley
downhill.
penetration. She draws the foul, but that's a good drive right there.
Yeah, the more someone gets downhill, the more it opens up shots for you on the perimeter.
Not only, well, Tahlequah Sequoyah has 5 fouls now. 2 more than the bonus.
But
Shooting
that
1-1. Zoe Wiley from the corner can't get it to hit.
You'd rather miss long than miss short. Here we go again. 1-3-1 set here for the Tigers.
Kick ball there. So another minute's gone down. It's 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
What does Callison draw up here in this baseline out of bounds? What's the set going to be? It's going to be a 4 stack here with a wall screen on the other side for Keys. Oh, that's a great play.
Nice rebound by Bailey London.
That's a foul, huh? They got 2 solid looks at a 3 there, and she couldn't get it to drop.
Fouls number 21, Alexis Keys. That's her 4th personal team foul, number 6.
So Fort Gibson now is in the bonus. The next time they're fouled, they will shoot 1-1.
Into the game, number 5, Isley Duke.
Look at Wofford in that back. Oh!
Nice
I think
defense
if London would have been a
by
little more patient, she had over Wofford over the top, 1-on-1. Oh, there's Daniel Johnson. Great hands. Great hands.
Danielle Johnson wide open under the basket. And she's in double digits. Fort Gibson with a 5-point lead with a minute left to go. Keys gets fouled by Wiley.
I think Zoe just said to herself, why did I foul on that shot? I think that's pretty much what she said word for word.
Keys now gets to shoot 3 free throws. Make this a 2-point ball game, and you do not want Keys on the line here. Their best shooter by far. She hits the first.
She's shooting 3 too.
Yeah. She hits the second. Keys now in double digits. Jade Long coming in for Walker.
This free throw's big right here. They're all big, but this one especially. Trying to get this down to 2.
She hits that one too.
Clutch.
Alexis
all
Keys.
game long, but she's coming in big here in the fourth quarter.
That's what great scorers do.
Yeah.
Alexis Keys now has 11 points on the night.
Never count them out.
Real quick, we're going to take this time to thank some of our sponsors. This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keys Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, the Tigers Den, Garrett Family Funeral Home, Fort Gibson State Bank, Fort Gibson Nursing Home, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee State Center.
Speaking of Green Country Lanes, I think old Jason Wicks, now Coach Wicks, and have a bowling team for the second year in a row.
I think so, yeah. Quite the bowler.
He's a pretty humble guy, but I think he's bowled 3 perfect games.
Wow. Maybe he can give me some lessons or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't work on me. So expect the Indians to switch every single off-ball screen right here. Looks like they're just going to man up instead of trap. There's that trap. They got to deny that next pass, though.
Whiteley brings it across half court. Fort Gibson 4 out right now.
Nice. Oh, it's a foul, yeah. 2 hands.
Zoe Whiteley with a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Really clutch free throws here. She'll shoot the 1 and 1. Wow. Zoe Whiteley. No hesitation there. Zoe Whiteley with 2 clutch free throws.
Keys and Whiteley being clutch.
Ice in her veins.
Keys hunting that shot.
Keys going to take the jumper. Can't get it to fall. Huge rebound there.
That's not a shot you want. I understand you got to get a good look and you're down by 4, but that's not a shot you want. Ooh.
Gas with good defense there.
Whoa.
They're going to call out on Tahlequah Sequoyah.
Just still her off. Yeah, that's foul.
Fouls number 13, Jessica Mackey, her first, team foul number 8. Zoe Whiteley.
Another clutch free throw right here. Put them up by 6. Make them shoot 2 threes to get back in the game. Zoe Whiteley is putting this game away. Walker's going to come back in for Tahlequah Sequoyah, looking to get this rebound. Gas going in for long. Gas has done a really good job on the boards tonight. Wow, Zoe Whiteley. She has 16 points tonight. Nice drive by Alexis Keys.
Bailey Lenham may have gotten away with a little push there, got some body. And this, don't even think this game's over. There's still 45 seconds left in the last minute of that. It's going to take forever.
Alexis Keys is keeping them in this game.
And so now Sequoyah's added timeout. So the Tigers haven't taken one here in the 4th. So they still have their 2 if they need them. So what they're going to do now is if they get in trouble in a trap, well, they can burn that. He can't advance. There's no ball advancement like there is in the dumb NBA. I can't actually like the NBA. I just think the advancement rule is dumb, which I love. But what they can do is they can pass it and get to that 3-quarter spot and get a better spot to inbound it on the sideline over here for a better pass.
Yeah. Alexis Keys has 13 tonight. Zoe Whiteley with 16. Danielle Johnson with 10. Those 3 have all been phenomenal so far. Nice job of Kinsey London to getting it into the hands of Danielle Johnson. She can reach up higher than any of them. Alexis Keys steals the ball and makes it a 2-point game. The clock is still running. Emma Wofford has a chance for an open layup in transition. Can't get it to fall. Zoe Whiteley recovers it.
They call a timeout. They call a timeout. See, it's a great thing about having those timeouts.
Alexis Keys with the steal and the 2 points, and now she has 15.
I think there might have been some body on Wofford's layup there, but they went with the no call.
Yeah. Which I can see it. I can. But still, that's a huge call right there.
And what's big is they still had a full timeout. I thought it was a 30-second. I'm not sure if they're lasting the full or not, but having a full timeout left in the last 30 seconds of the game, that's huge.
Yeah. What a close game here tonight. 44-42, the Lady Tigers up. But like you said, it's anybody's ball game. Alexis Keys is walking through the defense right now. She is doing a great job. Really good job in transition, too, for Alexis Keys. Tahlequah Sequoyah really doesn't want to foul here. If they foul, they give Fort Gibson a chance to go up by 2 possessions. But they also don't want to let Fort Gibson run the clock off. If I'm Fort Gibson, I look to get the easy 2 here, maybe to Danielle. But Tahlequah Sequoyah's got Mackey on her for some of that length. Emma Wofford is wide open.
That's it. Screen the screener, baby.
I thought it was traveling almost, but they're going to call the foul.
The screener is the hardest person to guard in basketball.
Fouls on number 20, Bailey London. That's her 3rd personal. Team foul number 5. Number 21, Alexis Keys in the line. They shoot 2.
20 seconds left. Alexis Keys with another pair of free throws here.
There's still another game after this, but don't get wrong. This is the premier game of the night. Might be the premier game of the week.
Yeah.
And girls basketball in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Wow, 2 huge free throws there from Alexis Keys. She has 17 on the night.
They call moving screen, or they call
They're going to call
Sequoyah. Way to pull up a screen.
Fouls on number 21, Alexis Keys. That's her 5th personal.
Keys is done.
That's her 5th personal
Keys
foul.
is done.
That is huge.
Alexis Keys fouls out with 17 points.
Alexis Keys fouls out.
It's huge.
That is a difference maker for sure. Now, if you're Tahlequah Sequoyah, you look for Walker or Gass. Those 2 have been the next go-to scorers on this team.
Number 1, Zoe Whiteley at the line for the Lady Tigers.
And Wiley's been clutch all night from the line.
Shooting a 1-1.
Gass is 2nd on the team with 8 points, and Walker has 3. Whiteley misses the free throw. It bounces out. So Tahlequah Sequoyah.
It's the front of the 1-on-1. It's big. You can win it with the 3 and tie with the 2.
Fort Gibson's going to burn their last time out.
Wow.
So from here, it's just kind of you got to let them run, see how it plays out.
No, Sequoia's going to want that last shot, too.
Yeah. If you're Fort Gibson, do you think about maybe fouling and then getting the ball back for the last possession?
Well, they'd be in the one. I don't know. I think I'll let it play. It depends. It's 6 to 1-on-1, or is it 7?
It's the 7th foul is the 1-on-1.
Okay, 7th foul. So no, I don't think I'd foul because it'd be a sideline again. So you have to foul twice to get that ball back if they shoot free throws. So I think I'd let it play out. Probably with that zone. Here's the thing. Remember, Keys is out of the game.
Yeah.
So who's going to take that shot? They might go man here, but I don't think they want to because of Walker. I think they might stay with this zone. But here's the thing. Sequoyah still has to get the ball in bounds. I'm going to try hard not to let him inbound this ball.
I might want to try and force Isley Duke to take the shot. She's been kind of cold tonight. We have seen Brown and Mackey hit threes earlier tonight.
So they're going to pick them up in a half-court zone. And they're not going to let them. Okay, here we go. They don't want the ball to go inside to Walker. Good kick.
Mackey
There's that
with the three. Can't get it to hit. So Fort Gibson gets the ball back with 6 seconds left. Long coming in for Walker.
Let's see what the drop here is for the Tigers.
And they are going to foul. I think they're going to foul Emma Wofford. So Wofford with a chance to put this game away. If she can hit both of these free throws, that almost sinks the Lady Indians.
Yeah.
And she will shoot too. They're in the double bonus. Wofford hits the first. That's a big free throw in itself. That forces Tahlequah Sequoyah. They have to hit a three now to tie it. Now, if Wofford misses this, you really don't want to foul. Just let them take that shot. And Wofford hits the second.
And they're out of timeouts.
Clutch free throws there. And Fort Gibson's going to win the game. The Fort Gibson Lady Tigers are the Old Fort Classic champions.
Big win.
Beat the Tahlequah Lady Indians 48-44. Emma Wofford with clutch free throws there. Yeah. And I think we said that. We said, you know, it might come down to two big free throws, and Emma Wofford was the girl that did it tonight. So Fort Gibson is going to be crowned the Old Fort Classic champions over a really good Tahlequah Sequoyah 3A basketball team. What a spectacular game that was.
Yeah, both teams fought hard, and it was a great coaching matchup, too. Coach against coach, great 5-on-5 players. It doesn't get much better than this.
The Lady Tigers fought all along the way. Tahlequah Sequoyah, you have to hand it to them. They gave the Lady Tigers probably one of their toughest games all year.
Played really solid.
Alexis Keys handed to her 17 points on the night. That she led all players.
And that was being really quiet in the first 3 quarters. Really played solid in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say I think she scored about 12 out of those 17.
Probably.
All in the fourth quarter. So Coach Whiteley going to present the Lady Tigers with the championship plaque.
And also find out the all-conference players. Excuse me, all-tournament, not all-conference.
So there you have it. The Fort Gibson Lady Tigers, your 2019 Old Fort Classic champions. It is a title well earned.
Yeah, it is.
So here we're going to release the all-tournament team now. From Tahlequah Sequoyah, Alexis Keys.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
Yeah, none at all. Probably 2 on both teams.
Jonea Walker also gets all-tournament.
I'll assume Rowan will get 1, too. Probably 2 on Fort Gibson.
Julia Bruner from Steelwell. I can see it. Destiny Kane from Roland. Roland, a good 3A team as well.
From Fort Gibson, Danielle Johnson.
And Danielle Johnson from Fort Gibson. No surprise there.
MVP.
She scored 22 on Steelwell. She scored 10 tonight against Tahlequah, Sequoyah.
Zoe Wiley, that's right.
And Zoe Wiley, it gets the MVP.
Congratulations to both teams. Good luck the rest of the season.
Zoe Wiley scored 16 and wins the MVP. And that's going to conclude the Old Fort Classic. This is FortGibsonTigers.tv, and we'll see you next week.